Alrighty, this is a tutorial of how to set up Streamlabs on desktop. So let me go ahead and we're going to go here, Streamlabs.com, and it might bring you automatically to the dashboard. If not, it'll bring you somewhere else. Just click dashboard and sign in with your YouTube account. So let me go ahead, log out here for myself. So if you go to sign up, it'll ask you for all of this. Obviously you don't have to. You can log in like this and just log in with your YouTube. I'll be logging in with mine. So the Streamlabs ID is its own separate thing that you can set up. I'll go ahead and just go through that for my YouTube. You don't have to sign in with your YouTube, it just helps. And then there'll be typically like a download button up here or here, for example. You can add here. So once you do that, you open up the app and it'll bring you, once it's done doing the whole like install process and everything, it'll bring you to this page. Do not worry about any of the things over here. All you need is what's in the editor here. Your scene. So you can have a couple of different scenes. For now, I'm just going to call this one Stream Overlay. Done and done like that. Let me double check something in my files. So first things first that you want to do is you want to go ahead and create a source. So we go to here and we start by grabbing image, add source, stream overlay. You go to your file browser and you will grab whatever file you're using. I'll be using my overlay for now as an example to start with. So we grab that there. Done. Now this is an optional thing depending on how your overlay is built, but mine requires a background. So we go here, add new source instead, background. Where is it? It is in here, isn't it? No. Oh, I know where it is. It's in here somewhere. We will use this as the background. Oh, you want to click on specifically that. Make it as big as the area, maybe bigger if you need to. You drag that below stream overlay, and boom. You're going to want to go ahead and lock the background for now. So you got that there. Now I am going to hop into my server here and go to my mod chat. I'm going to mute myself for now to show off something here in a bit. So first things first that you want to do is, now that you're here, you want to go to here, go to window capture. And you can name this whatever. I'm going to name it Roll20 capture. Then we're going to go here. And where is... Oh, did I grab the... We're going to go here. 1 second. I need to try and see something here, because there should be a way to grab. Here we go. I'm listening to music for now. Now, this is going to go under here. We're going to actually open Roll20 here. We're going to go ahead and minimize it till it fits within the. Oh, whoops. You want to. I forgot. You want to always lock the layers you're not working in. And position your Roll20 however you want it to be. I am going to go ahead and pull open a test world of mine. Where is it? Here we go. So you get Roll20 opened, and you position it however you want it to be. Now, there are options for having the Roll20 chat separate. I do not have the overlay for that. That is something extra that can be done when building the overlay. It simply means that there's going to be more happening here. But to do that, you will basically do the same thing as you did for this. You will make a window capture, add source, R20 chat. What you're going to want to do is go to your Roll20 tab. You're going to want to double click the chat. And this you can move wherever you need it to be. And then in Streamlabs, you come here, select option, and there should be an option for where is it? Interesting, it is not showing up. Alright, so Streamlabs must have updated recently and no longer has that function. Anyways, Roll20 chat right there. You can have that there. But basically, if you had the Roll20 chat pop out and you were able to actually locate it, you would just put it below the stream overlay. Stream overlay always goes on top. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Roll20 is where I need it to be here, so I'm going to lock it down. Now, there are some other things that you can do here. You can have your chat box right here. Set this up, chat box, and your chat's going to show up above everything else. So this is going to give you an example of what everything looks like. I suggest, depending on what your background image is or what is going on the screen, to have it be boxed because that gives it a border of some sort. Reduce the chat delay to 0. That way it's not like taking forever to show up from when it's actually sent in the chat. For example, I typically like to have it at 0 seconds. You can set it to whatever, to be honest. It sometimes just helps. This is basically comes down to whatever you want it to be. For example, you can make it just obnoxiously red and it'll show you. Or normally it would, at least. But I guess not this time. But you can make the background color whatever you want it to be. I'm going to make it a dark teal there. And make this a bit, or dark cyan, make this more light teal. The browser settings doesn't matter too much unless you want to open it separately in the browser. So you go ahead, close that. And then this you will drag somewhere out of the way. This stays on top of the overlay always. You hold shift to extend it like this. However, that might change the dimensions a little bit. So you typically want to keep it in its boxed dimensions and have it as big as you need it to be. Don't worry if it gets like this. It does have a translucency applied to it, which means as the chat pops up, it'll be kind of transparent over the actual stream stuff. Obviously, when you're getting an overlay made, you can also make specific spots for the chat box. I am a ttrpg player, which means that I have an overlay for all of the players in the GM, and that's the next part that I'll be showing. So we come here and we go to browser source here, and we'll call this for now GM. And this for now will stay like this. However, it will go under all of that and size it however you want it to be sized for now. So this is where we're going to pull open this, again, your browser. You're going to come here. You're going to go to Discord reactive images. And you're going to want to look for this Discord reactive Fuji Tech, or Fugi, however you say it. You come here and you log in with your Discord. It should be an automatic, just you click of the button type thing. Let me delete this because it is not something I need to worry about right now. So you have this. You can set up what your avatar looks like. This is what I have for now. And then you have this. And what you'll do is you'll go to you yourself. You'll click copy, and you'll go down here, and you'll go into your GM browser source, and then you'll paste what you just got for that, and then close, and then resize as you need it to be. So this is what I will resize it to. And if I go into my Discord, unmute myself, you will notice it lights up when I talk, and that helps with people who are watching the stream and aren't seeing your actual faces. That helps sort of tell who's actively talking. Obviously, because it's Discord audio, it's going to light up when a sound is picked up by the microphone, period. But if you have your sound settings correct, it should help make it more obvious. And that's basically how all that's going to work. You have your chat box, you have your reactive images, and you can do that for all of this. And you can have all of this here. Again, you can have the Roll20 chat if it's working. I don't know why it wasn't coming up for me. Let me try again real quick. Let me go here. Go here. I'm going to open it like this for now, and then we can resize it later. And then we're going to go ahead, and I'm actually just going to test it here. Yeah, so it seems like it no longer... Let me grab a new one, actually. Window capture. Window capture. There we go. So you make a new one. You have your chat. This will, of course, go below the overlay. And then you can actually, this time around, change the size of it by changing the size of the window itself. So you can easily just adjust this how you need it to be adjusted in this window. And then here, you could put this wherever. Now again, if you build your overlay for this to happen, I'd suggest building it somewhere where you can just size it down and have it sit like over here. Like have an overlay spot over here that's maybe slightly bigger. And of course, maybe have a spot for the chat box to be slightly smaller. You can't see anything. It is there. This will tell you it's there. The only reason you can't see anything is because there's not actively something being placed in the chat. And the chat box itself doesn't typically have a background. I think that is something that you can put in if you want it to, but I'm not sure how because I've never bothered with it. And that's basically the gist of how you set up Streamlabs for something like Roll20 or anything. You can do any of that. It's a matter of if you want to do Streamlabs for something other than, say, Roll20 and playing a ttrpg, just mess around. It tells you what each of these do right here. So it can help. But yeah, that is the gist of everything. Thank you for watching.